When Donald Trump announced his run for president in 2015, few imagined the force that was about to disrupt American politics. He wasn't just entering the race, he was rewriting the rules.
I am officially running for President of the United States. We will make America great again.
And thus began the journey of a man determined to put America first, defying the odds and energizing millions. From the start, Trump's candidacy was met with skepticism, not just from the opposition, but from political veterans within his own party. Yet, with unmatched energy, he surged forward, drawing crowds that shattered records.
Men and women of America will be forgotten no longer. That is the heart.
His no-nonsense approach and unapologetic patriotism sparked a movement.
Every citizen of our land, that I will be president for all Americans.
Revitalizing the economy, reducing regulations, and strengthening American influence on the global stage. Unemployment reached historic lows, and policies like the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act spurred unprecedented growth.
My fellow Americans, tonight I want to speak with you about our nation's unprecedented response to the coronavirus outbreak that started in China and is now spreading throughout the world. Today, the World Health Organization officially announced that this is a global pandemic.
As the world faced one of its greatest challenges in a century, Trump's leadership was put to the test.
We will win this war, and we will win this war quickly. We will emerge stronger and more united than ever before.
After the contentious 2020 election, many believed Trump's chapter in American politics had closed.
We began it together 4 years ago, and it is far from being over.
But for Trump and his supporters, this was merely an intermission. Trump's rallies reignited, marked by the familiar themes of economic prosperity, border security, and America First policies. Election night 2024 mirrored the shock of 2016, as key states like Pennsylvania and Michigan once again turned red. As Trump prepared for his second term, the question on everyone's mind was simple. What would this next chapter mean for America? To understand, one must revisit the legacy he built during his first time in office. In foreign policy, Trump made bold moves that showcased strength. The Abraham Accords brought unprecedented peace talks in the Middle East.
We'll never surrender America's sovereignty to an unelected, unaccountable global bureaucracy.
Domestically, his policies led to debates on tariffs, energy independence, and infrastructure. Supporters argue these laid the groundwork for economic resilience, while critics claim they fostered division. But as the results of 2024 showed, many Americans resonated with his straightforward approach. Trump's comeback was fueled by a potent combination of nostalgia and promise. Rallies across the country echoed the chants of 2016 MAGA, but this time with a sharper edge MAGA reimagined. Key battleground states, once considered lost, were energized by an electorate that felt overlooked in recent years. Concerns about border policies, the economy, and global leadership reignited Trump's base. It was this trust, built on the foundation of his no-nonsense tactics and promises kept, that propelled him back into the Oval Office. Election night 2024 unfolded like a dramatic sequel. States were closely watched, numbers climbed in real time, and anticipation built throughout the evening. The numbers swung, the maps turned red, and the cheers erupted once more. It was 2016 all over again, but this time, it was a reaffirmation. But the win didn't come without resistance. The response from critics was immediate, echoing the turbulent atmosphere of previous years. Abroad, leaders reacted with both caution and anticipation. Allies questioned the impact on trade, defense partnerships, and ongoing negotiations. As Trump outlined his vision for the next 4 years, themes of economic revitalization, border control, and international respect remained at the forefront. Economic growth, energy independence, and a secure border were among the top priorities for the administration, as Trump aimed to solidify a legacy that resonated beyond rhetoric. Critics continue to label Trump as divisive, but to his supporters, he embodies strength in the face of adversity. His return to office in 2024 was proof that millions of Americans believed that what the country needed was unwavering leadership. As the dust settled, the administration wasted no time. Policies addressing energy production, defense spending, and trade were back in focus. To some, it was a revival. To others, it was a warning. One of Trump's key promises for his second term was to rejuvenate American industry and infrastructure. But this aggressive policy approach was met with skepticism from political opponents. World leaders watched Trump's return with a mix of caution and strategic recalibration.
As the closest of allies, the UK and US will continue to work together to protect our shared values of freedom and democracy.
While some allies worried about trade tensions and shifting alliances, others saw potential for strengthened bilateral agreements. One of Trump's most polarizing policies, the border wall, was revisited with renewed fervor in his second term.
And he's going to shut down the borders, which we need it really bad. The economy is going to get back up.
In an era where communication defines leaders, Trump's approach remained as direct and unfiltered as ever. His digital presence was a double-edged sword, galvanizing his supporters while infuriating opponents. As the first year of Trump's second term unfolded, tangible changes began to manifest. To many, these metrics solidified his standing as a president who acted on his promises. Middle America, often dubbed the forgotten majority, felt revitalized by Trump's return. For them, his policies were a testament to someone who understood their struggles and aspirations. The manufacturing and agricultural sectors reported growth unseen in years, feeding a wave of optimism. Trump's relationship with the mainstream media remained as fiery as ever.
I'm not going to give you a question.
Can you state categorically?
You are fake news.
Sir,
go ahead.
His claims of fake news only deepened the division between his administration and traditional media outlets. But to his followers, this battle was not just about Trump. It represented a fight against perceived elitism and bias. Trump's administration wasted no time in rolling out significant legislative initiatives. From healthcare reform to reducing bureaucratic regulations, the push was as aggressive as his first term, but even more calculated. Despite pushback from political opponents, Trump remained firm, ensuring that executive orders targeted long-standing inefficiencies. In the global arena, Trump's America First strategy continued to ruffle feathers, but earned grudging respect from allies and foes alike. Trump's re-election campaign was marked by grand rallies, impassioned speeches, and a strategy that connected with grassroots supporters. Despite fierce competition and the changing political landscape, Trump's core message of restoring American strength resonated deeply. November 2024 felt like a flashback to 2016. The media projected tight margins, but as the night progressed, Trump's dominance in key states unfolded. To his followers, this was vindication, proof that the American vision they cherished was alive and resilient. As Trump took the podium that night, it was more than a speech. It was a statement to the world.
Hey, look what happened. Is this crazy? I want to thank the American people for the extraordinary honor of being elected your 47th president and your 45th president. I will not rest until we have delivered the strong, safe, and prosperous America that our children deserve and that you deserve. This will truly be the golden age of America. That's what we have to have.
I think that we...
While debates over his methods will continue, one thing remains clear. Donald Trump's legacy as a leader who defied norms is cemented in history.